Okay, so
Alright.
this is 15. Okay, so this is the correct. This
This
is the
should
correct.
be correct.
Yeah.
Yes, I think this is the correct one. Alright,
Alright,
we're
we're
gonna solve high
Okay.
quality production.
Hey, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, Valcion is with us. Okay, cool. Who's over here? Latuni. You. Oh God. Okay. So, did I ever tell you about the time Yujiro? Frick. That was a good one I just saw. Oh yeah. Did you ever hear about Muhammad Ali actually thinks Yujiro's a good guy?
Really?
There's an interview that in Bakiverse Muhammad Ali,
Yeah.
not the real Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
He gave an interview, and he was like, "Man, Yujiro is like the greatest guy ever, man." To the point where people were even asking, "Is Muhammad Ali misremembering Yujiro, or is it just Yujiro's like actually a nice guy to him, and therefore he's like, yeah, sure."
From my understanding is that Jiro actually do kind of respect Muhammad Ali.
But he
Yeah.
does.
So
Kinda with,
I guess Muhammad Ali in the Bakiverse got the rare respect from Yujiro. And I guess with that, he may be like, yeah, no, like, I'm a nice guy to this guy, because, like, he's a cool-ass boxer. Or maybe he actually considers him as a man, you know? His testosterone is roughly on the same level.
Kind of like him and Biscuit.
Biscuit.
LPS,
That's right.
Him
Biscuit.
and Biscuits are not
Real recognize real. Yeah,
yeah.
not wrong. At all.
I mean, apparently, yeah, so, I can see that, you know? So it kind of makes sense.
I never opened this soda.
And then who are you?
I like his theme so much. Iceman.
Yeah, his theme is pretty cool, actually.
By the way, I figured out how to get a VTuber thing going. I just gotta make a, I gotta pay $20, and I'm like, I'm
I mean,
paying $20 right now.
a yearly one?
I mean, that's not bad. Honestly.
No.
It's just that, like, right now, until, like, it's something that I gotta see if I want when I get my job, you know?
Yeah.
It's like...
That it's the same thing with, like, the whole, are we doing KOF next Tuesday or not?
Oh, no, okay, so you should already know
Kinda.
that I gotta figure out... Starshot actually gave good advice. I should cancel my streams if I am working and see what time I actually get home and stuff.
Yeah.
And then the next week, okay, what I'm guessing I'll do is probably the same day. I'll just be like an hour or two later.
Yeah.
Probably. I don't know. We'll see.
So are we doing much later? If that's the case, then I might need to start to jump out.
I don't know.
I'm just saying, like, I
I have
understand
no
that.
idea. Like maybe different day, maybe different. I don't know.
Yeah. Because, like, I also, like, like, I understand, but, like, if it's different days, then, like, these days, I'm actually busy on Mondays and Wednesdays. I've been busy for the last couple of months. The only reason I haven't said anything is because
That's right.
it hasn't collided with
With streaming.
with your streamings and us getting together because of it. So, but if it happens, it happens.
We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I'm usually pretty good at flexing. But
Like what I'm gonna do is like that's why I'm like, look, I'm not even gonna stream that week if I do get hired, and then see. Okay, we'll both compare notes and how. Oh, this is how my schedule looks like now with this job. Here's how yours looks.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess next week, depending on if not, I guess so nothing will happen. I guess next week.
By the way, LPH mentioned PS Plus getting the reboot, which is
Yeah.
another
That
thing.
too.
Like I actually have Plus this month, It ran out, but I paid for the 1 month.
I have it for until the year goes out, so I
paid
don't
for
know
the
how
month.
that's gonna happen to me.
You're just gonna get carried over to the essential for that.
Yeah. I think if you want like all that other extra stuff, you'll probably have to pay like what, $7 more. But I think if people have already paid for the yearly subscription, I think that will hold you over until the end of the year, and then after that it'll go up.
See,
I think it's what, $17?
It's 60 for the essentials, 100
Yeah.
for the middle tier.
Yeah,
and
I'm seeing here
120
now.
for the highest.
Yeah.
And what I'm planning to do is if they do hire me, I'll
Just get
I'll
the year.
get the
So-
I'll just
so
get the
it's-
highest tier for the year. I'll
Yeah.
just pay the one.
Yeah, so it says PS Plus Premium gives me PS1, PS2, PS game catalog for downloading and streaming.
Yeah.
Which I'm assuming then is straight from a PS5. The problem is that is $1,200 for 120. But I want to see that list, so
No, yeah.
before I make that upgrade.
Yeah, like for me,
I
with the
I
job,
might
I could afford it.
I
but-
might at least go for Plus Extra because having
Yeah,
those
still,
300,
you don't have
400
to X, but you
PS5,
still, yeah, exactly. You still have.
having those 400 like PS5, PS4 games, that at least still something. And although the jump
that's
is 40
impressive.
extra bucks,
I think the only games that they've announced so far or that have shown up anywhere was like the Siphon Filter game.
no. So at launch, the Spider-Man Miles Morales is going to be there, and we just talked about that. I've rediscovered the joy of Spider-Man for the PS4. Is it called The Amazing Spider-Man? Yeah, okay, Marvel Spider-Man. It's just called Marvel Spider-Man.
LPH said so. His PS Plus is for a year. He doesn't know what his tier list is. I believe if you're just regular, that's the essential. You're just staying where you are.
Yeah.
So you're basically where we are, and I am. So
It's basically the regular PS Plus.
Yeah.
Now now I don't know. I hope they do this. If you want to upgrade, that you just got to pay the difference. That would be nice.
I guess so.
I-
Yeah.
And
so
not a full like 100 or 120, just the difference.
Yeah.
That
I'm
would
trying
be
to
nice.
I'm trying to look for some info when it comes to like upgrading. Upgrading to premium. Let's just go with upgrading to premium. See what it says here. Central access today.
Guys, there. I'm gonna just.
Move into essential 2. Essential 2 will also cost the same as the current price one. So,
Oh, was that what was supposed to kill? Derp. I kept them all there because I didn't realize that was the boss over there. Herp. Derp.
Just like
LOL.
go there by itself.
I'm over here like, well, yeah, just do. They're fine where they are. What's wrong? What do you think? Let's see if I can get him to focus. And maybe to Valor 35 for Valor. Nah. Wait, who can he attack from here? There's still.
So
himself.
apparently,
Oh.
if you're a PlayStation PS Now subscriber, you get upgraded to premium.
Yeah, that's what Starshot. You were telling me that.
Yeah,
People
that's
are
what,
getting now.
what people are. Yeah, what
people are buying
doing.
now just for that. Yep.
They're going in there with the price as low right now as it is. They're buying like years and years of the PlayStation Now thing.
Yeah,
That
because
way
it says
when
here,
carries over.
Sony has confirmed that PlayStation users who currently have both PlayStation Now and PlayStation Plus membership will get the upgraded to Plus Premium when it launches. The length of this membership will then be equal to the longest subscription you own. So if I do that, I will have up until December.
Mhm.
So LPH said you don't have now, so you'll be in the regular Essential
Yeah.
Plus.
What's
Then
this now?
if you
Oh,
have
Like
now,
your
you'd be.
PlayStation Plus status will just stay the same as it is.
Yeah. So Essential is basically all PS Plus. Then the actual Plus is
Holy crap!
an upgrade where you get access to 400 PS5 and PS4 games for free, that you can download and play, which is basically Xbox Live's version of their.
Yeah.
And then
Game
you have Premium that gives you access to. I just read it in another one. That gives you. You can stream PS3 games, and you can download and play and stream PS1, PS2, and PSP games. And you also get time-limited game trials, which is also something similar. So, where is the no?
I looked on the PlayStation Now a couple weeks ago, and a lot of the games that were on there were games that have been free on PlayStation Plus
already.
up
Yeah.
until this point. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure they'll add like a whole bunch of more.
Oh, we get to see Torment played. Kasuha do some damage.
So what is? No, I want to see the price.
It's a Type 2. The one Sanger, then it's Type 0.
It's a prototype or something like that.
Yeah.
The beginning.
Oh, she did a lot of damage. Holy crap. Dang. She said, ah!
How much does it cost? So if I go for...
See if I can give her Valor.
No.
Sudashuripa. Wait, which is one of her stronger attacks? That one, okay.
Slash Ripper.
Let's go Leona Garstein or whatever your name is.
Maybe something went wrong.
Are they fighting underwater?
Yeah.
I was about to say.
Dang! She also
Wow,
yeeted this thing. Golly.
Wow, what a surprise.
Maybe they're
So-
stronger in water.
Maybe. I'm gonna just end this
You would-
then. Forget it. Just
You would
kill
think
him
that boss dude would be stronger in water against you, like he would have
Right?
the advantage or
now. He
something.
literally has a water machine.
Yeah. He's wet.
Exactly. Kyosuke. Come on, Kyosuke. Yeah. Dang! He almost, man, 11,000 damage. He would have
Yeah.
just killed him by himself.
Would have took like 3/4 of his life for it.
Oh, there you go. That was the level. That was creepily easy.
Yeah. Know what that means?
hmm Yep.
Like a
Boss,
more
it's
difficult
gonna be
battle.
real hard next one.
Yeah.
Yep. It's gonna be freaking. Oh, jeez. Let's see which one's auto mode. Oh, there we go. So yeah, dudes, it's Friday. Monday. I keep saying like I even told I told you earlier, Star Child. I keep saying I hope I get it just because I don't want to say it out loud. But I'm like like you were even saying like
Yeah.
they wouldn't tell me to bring my stuff.
Yeah,
and-
they ain't gonna
and-
tell you to like bring information and IDs and all that stuff if they're not gonna use them for something.
Exactly.
Like I don't know if they'll probably like get a copy of it and put it in their files or something like that. I don't know, but because I know like some jobs I got my job in 2004, and you don't think how much stuff has changed during like the course of those 18 years. And I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were like, "Yeah, so, a lot of places don't even drug test no more." I was like, "What?" I said, "Yeah, they're just mostly worried about what's it called, police background checks." I was like, "Oh, yeah, stuff's a whole lot different nowadays."
I love how Rye over there looks like Hyoga.
Oh yeah,
The blonde, yeah, right there.
yeah.
He looked like he belongs to Saint Seiya. Like
That is that blue hair dude, kinda.
he
He
does.
looks
Yo,
like
that's true. That's true because a lot of Saint Seiya characters that got that long blue hair too,
yeah,
Saga and all them.
yeah, Gemini and his brother.
Oh, I did. I sent you that video, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, the documentary thing.
Yeah,
I haven't watched it yet, but I will.
yeah, no, because he explains how like the dude really liked Saint Seiya and tried to make a competitor, and then they told him no, only to make Ronin warriors. I'm like, wow,
That's crazy.
that dude looked like he's from Tenjo Tenge.
Yeah,
He looked like Bob. Like, what you doing? You're in the wrong anime.
yeah, he looks drastically like created different, like a different character designer altogether.
And, yep, exactly.
Did like the same person do all these characters, or
It's supposed to be the same person,
really?
but like he do look like way off. Like,
Yeah,
like he look like he's
Good.
from Tenjo Tenge. Like I said.
yeah. It's like each of the characters groups are from like
Because he looks
different.
more realistic all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Everybody else is like anime. Also, this real dude pops in. Like, I'm like, yeah, you're man real.
Yeah, he has like curly hair.
Although there he's anime. That expression's anime. But he do look like Bob
Oh.
from Tenjo Tenge. Bob Makihara.
Oh. Also reminds me of that. You ever seen that anime movie called Sin? As a dude that kind of looks similar to that.
Also, funny enough, Garnet, she also looked way different, and she's Bob's girlfriend or wife.
Yeah,
So,
she does. Kind of,
It's like the two of them both look like they're like from a whole nother series. Like, like they just both came in together from real life, and we're like, all right, we're here. Everybody else, we're anime. Well, they look kind of. They also. You know what? I'm starting to think. No, it can't be the same character designer, right?
yeah, I don't know.
Because
If they did,
lot
they
of
could
them
make it pretty good range. If
Right.
it is one person. I'm guessing they probably got like a handful of people, and they told them
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
we need like
you draw
guy
the old
character.
people. You draw,
Yeah.
and look at him again, Tetsuya, most wasted potential. How you gonna make him just a dude that like you just use to heal people? That's it.
he
you know,
even has
pilot
like a popular name used
Right?
for like heroic characters.
Is it Tetsuya Great Mazinger's pilot
yeah,
name?
Yeah, it is.
Mazinger.
And yeah, he's over here like, and then that dude look like Master Asia,
Yeah.
and then that dude with the beard looked like he's from Macross.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
guess
he
that
looks
was the
like
point.
that,
Even though they're all OG characters, they were still trying to make you feel like in Super Robot Wars by making characters like they're from different shows.
yeah,
Even though they're all like original characters.
that captain dude looks kind of like the captain in Nadia as well.
Who looks like the one from Macross? Good God. He should be in the Great Mazinger right now, this dude, man. And what are you talking about? He's just some schmo.
That's why I like that Great Mazinger more than the regular one. I was like, man, this pilot guy looks cooler than that other dude.
Oh, he does.
Speaking of Super, remember when we decided to watch Get a Robo Armageddon, and we were so fucking confused of the story.
Yeah, I was like, this takes place after this. No, wait, that can't. Because I don't get a Robo enough. I'm like, this can't be after this. This can't be. And then I finally looked it up, and it was actually like a sequel to an anime that never existed that's in an alternate universe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
because
kind of like
I was so confused.
because he was one of the things, because apparently I heard that Arc, Get a Robo Arc was supposed to take place after Armageddon and all that, and I was like, okay, so let's watch Armageddon then, because like I've always wanted to see Armageddon, and we watch it, and like the main character.
What he said there, that's great. They're just keeping me around to make fun of me, aren't they? Yep.
And like I'm confused because like some of the character motivation doesn't make sense, because you see some flashback of some of the other characters. One of the character like and like it's like the main character is vilified and all this, like, and turns out that it's an alternate universe and nothing. It's sequel to a show never made.
Yep.
It's like, what?
A lot of the times, those shows that don't get made are like better than the stuff that they eventually do make.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course, but it was still like very like, what? Then why?
It's you'll also be able to find like a whole bunch of anime on VHS that has never been put on DVD or Blu-ray. It's just kind of like
I like how that cat just like, yeah, this is
Lost
completely
in
normal for
time.
me to. Yep, lost in time. The cat's just like, yeah, it's part. I didn't tell it's completely normal. I know stuff about the story. I'm gonna tell you. He looked like he's from the '70s. He looked like Alex Kidd. Ryoto over there.
yeah.
He got the golden guy.
Oh, okay. So apparently I've been confused, and I've been trying to start a subscription for PS Now to cheat my way into. Turns out that apparently I'm too late, and if I want the premium shit, I'm gonna have to pay.
Oh,
Full price.
already.
Yeah,
So
so none of us can get
that
it.
PS Now stuff already. They already. Oh man.
At least
figured
based on
that,
some speculation. Yeah. So this one says a lot of people are having the same problem buying online. It feels as though Sony has intentionally paused things while
yeah.
there's a sort of transition between now service, but forget to take down the buy page.
By the way, right there, Lunate's like,
wait, can you buy vouchers? A PSN voucher?
that's Lunate
Yes.
falling in love with Masaki right there. Although I don't know if he falls in love with her back. I don't remember, like, because there's like another chick from the Maso Kishi.
Yeah.
But let's just say he could do worse than Lune, right? She's not bad. Right, Wheels? I mean, Alex.
There's that
Yeah.
vampire looking dude. He looks like a vampire.
Like, he could do worse than Lune, though, right?
Oh yeah.
Tomboy.
Wait. Why is she spelled with the German U?
Yeah.
The proper pronunciation shouldn't be Line.
Huh.
Because that's a Y. That's a German Y.
I wonder if they,
So-
it could.
So
the Japanese, they say Ryune. So they probably, I don't know.
Honestly, I'm questioning more or less the fan translators, because they are the one behind
Yeah.
this.
The katakana says Ryune. So I don't know if it's Lune,
Or maybe
and
they saw a Y.
or maybe
instead.
that was supposed to be Line and that's a good question.
Maybe the person that translated it was like German or something, and they saw the Y and they were like, maybe it's supposed to be you.
Oh yeah, German U. Maybe that's.
Yeah.
Oh, LPH said just like popcorn for movie yesterday, gone.
Oh, they eat it all before the movie starts?
Yep.
So they run out.
I guess.
My movie theater
Look at
was
him.
like right by my apartment, and they were closed for like a week because they were putting like these new chairs in there. That
His name ain't
Recline.
Omiya. His name ain't no Robert Omiya.
Omiya?
His name is more like Robert Lowenstein. Like, come on now.
Or Biff Laserton.
Yeah. A full
I don't know,
armor lion.
He looks like a lawyer or
I
something.
call it the
Sorry
armor,
about that.
right? Instead of a doctor.
Yeah.
Well, I know he's not the medical kind. He's the PhD kind, but
Oh.
actually, my dad would get mad at that. It's like, you can't call somebody a doctor if they don't have a medical degree. And then I looked it up now. Like, actually, doctor was always used for people who taught and were at the highest level of knowledge of whatever subject
Oh,
it was.
okay, yeah.
And then it got started using for medical degrees.
Yeah.
So it was actually for the regular PhD kind came before the medical kind for the term doctor, which I didn't know. Random fact.
So apparently, yeah, I'm looking up this. This is hilarious.
Oh
so,
wait, LPS says no. It's what a Marvel gimmick popcorn holder.
Oh, they ran out of them?
So I found something. Apparently, yes, people were very smart in
Dude.
thinking ahead. Apparently,
Yeah.
a week ago, Sony stopped people from being able to stack PS Now, so people could get like free premium for like years in ahead.
Yep.
I'm just trying to find a fucking
Right.
PS
Yes,
Now.
LPH. Yes. So Doctor Who makes more sense now. Yes. Now. Yes. Doctor. The person who knows a lot. The highest. Yes. Yeah. That came before medical. Yeah.
One of the guys that I work with, he bought like 6 years of PlayStation Now.
Did they give it back, or is it just people now can't take care of it? The people already did.
No,
Yeah,
no, no.
that's
what
It's
it
just
is.
the people who did, they do, they're still there, but like you can't stack
But
it
now
for
you can't. Yeah,
now.
Okay.
I'm just trying to find one, and then I'm maybe gonna save it for like the 23rd or something like for this month, so I then can get the free upgrade for at least half the rest of the year out. But like, good luck, I'm saying, because right now I cannot find a single voucher.
I remember
I'm just gonna
he came
hope
to-
that they pay me a decent salary, and next month I'll try and get the premium.
I don't think it's gonna be hard for me to get the premium either. It's just that if I can get
Oh,
it
man,
cheap
5
now,
PP.
because like if you can get it cheap now, why not? You know.
Yeah, that's what all them people were doing. They were just buying years and years and just backlogging that stuff. And then I
Can't
guess
now,
Sony,
because, yeah.
Sony came out there and said, "Whoa, we got to put a stop to this."
Why do I have a? Why does it still smell a lot?
Couldn't tell you, bro.
Like I know, but like an hour and a half ago, or something like that. Like I come back into my room, and I feel this like almost burning smell coming into my room. I'm like, first I'm panicking. I was like, is it my fucking PS5 burning the fuck up?
Yep, I smelled burning before. And I find nothing.
And I'm looking everywhere. I'm even like diving in and putting my nose almost at the console, just like on everything I know that would like get warm, and like I'm not feeling smelling anything burning from them. So like, is it behind my TV? Is it outside? I guess it's outside. I can't really feel it.
Yeah, maybe.
Is it fire? Is it like is it that fucking?
That happened to me in my room before, and I looked everywhere and I couldn't find nothing. Also, I also thought I was smelling burning, and it turns out it's friggin' the plastic mat in the bathroom. It's just like this really cheap, smelly plastic. Every time I smell it, I think it's something on fire.
Yeah. So like, and I think it's just someone like did some late night barbecuing, and the smell is still kind of lingering on because I think they're cooking from the balcony or something like that. Because I have my balcony door open.
Dang, I wish I could get that money cheat going. I don't use garnet and giada. Nobody uses garnet and ooh, the wild shrine or whatever they call it. Field shrine? I don't know. I don't friggin' know. I think just
Wieners.
right, Alex?
But
Well, it's like you think just because I have German, I know it. Like, just like you, right? If you would know Russian if you just because you have.
The sauerkraut, Mark.
Yeah. Or Finnish too, just
Yeah,
because I have.
exactly. If I was gonna say Finnish, if just because you have. That's happened to me though. If you got that ancestry, you should be able to read that. Like, I don't know.
It's,
Language
it's
just doesn't pop up in my genes just because.
I said it's
it's kind of like I remember watching this was like in one of I think it was like MasterChef America or something like that and they were gonna do like fried chicken, and of course one of the contestants was from the deep south, and they had this like, oh, you're from the deep south, so you should know how to fry chicken. It's like, wow, like
Right.
yeah, that's
what kind of like it's like, oh, you're French and you like cooking, oh, you should know how to make a fucking ratatouille with no issues. That's French. It's like that's in my opinion that's very
they're making assumptions.
yeah. I mean it's a heavy it's a very like it's stereotypical, like it's, I don't want to say racist, but like it's a oh man, I just saw
it's pointing in the right direction towards that kind of.
Yeah. Generalizations.
Yeah. It's a generalization. Thank you, because like it's just because you're from a certain area of be it a country or a state, and that you should know how to do that because you do that area. Like you cook food. So if you're from the south, you must fry a lot of food then, because you know how. Because the south is all about the fried food and the chicken, the fried chicken.
They fry everything down here. They fry milk.
Yeah.
They fry ice cream.
Yeah. But like, yeah, but like with the assumption is that everyone who cooks food in the south all do that. They all have an internal knowledge of cooking.
They automatically know when they're born how to fry chicken.
Like especially if they cook. Like it's like if someone is Asian American or something like that, and they like to cook food. Oh, you should know how to make a noodles correctly, right? You know how to make steamed dumplings without like it. But you the way you like to cook, like you like Mexican. You cook Mexican food instead.
You know how to make arroz con habichuelas?
They even
LPH, yeah, that's stereotype 101. Yep.
They even fry sticks of butter. Y'all ever heard of that?
I've seen that. I watch these carnival eats thing. They mean,
yeah.
Oh man, they deep fry anything. You want to deep fry my shirts and eat it?
Yeah.
All right.
It's like, I think Jerry, you said you similar experience. It's like when you have tech illiterate family members. And
yes, and they think I know. Yep, you know how to fix this.
You play video games. You spend a lot of time.
Yeah.
You know how the computer works. Like, no.
Always ask me. You know how to fix this, right? Like, no.
I remember one time where, like, after out, I had to go to my grandma, grandpa, on my mom's side to their house because they apparently screwed something up with through the controller, and I had to go over there to just like, no, you just press this, and boom, it's back. I mean, I'm lucky I know some basic shit, but like it's at the same time it's like,
get out of here, Katina. The better blonde is here.
And the better blonde is also more stacked, which makes her even better.
Yeah.
Which makes it even better. Apparently, everyone has bought up every single fucking Now voucher because I can't seem to find a single Now voucher.
It's kind of like when they bought all the online codes to Final Fantasy 14 like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, but that was because again it just got this wave of everyone wanted to buy, and it was also like when it got released during the new expansion, it was basically a way for the people who actually bought the expansion to get a chance to play the expansion.
There's Garnet looking like she's from a.
Garnet looks weird. She looks so out of place.
Exactly, Garnet and Gianna look like.
I guess it's because her hair is so bright.
They both. And it's funny that they're a couple because they both look like they're from something completely different
Yeah.
series. That chick there, she's just one of the random crew what they call them in TV, crew buddies.
Yeah. Like
Uh,
background character.
but at the same time, she also looks
Walking
like
death flags.
she also looks like because her expression are so emotionless. She also looks like she's a spy or something.
Yeah.
If I remember right, she's not. She's legit loyal, but like she looks like she's like a spy or some like traitor that's gonna like sell you out. You know?
Yeah.
Look at her. She's like,
She looks
Yeah.
familiar. Like she looks like that one like commander on Gundam Wing kinda.
oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, so that explains it. You want to pay now? You want to get a now subscription now that it's a 1 month, like a month and a half away for the new.
They're gonna
update?
have to change
Yo.
the name from PlayStation Now to PlayStation Later.
Yeah,
Dang, I wish I thought of that.
that's a good one.
Rick. Clip that.
But so, like, instead of saying that you just cannot subscribe, it just gives you this error, like something went wrong, and so you think there's a
Oh.
solution to it.
Mhm.
He said, "Princess shine, but a tomboy like you, please."
Yeah. I would think that
At least Misaki
Really?
has fucking taste. He's
Yeah.
he's a man of culture. No, there's arrived like the second best fucking suit in the entire franchise. You just have taste,
That's why he's my little thing. Out of all the characters, I picked him for a reason.
I don't know, his jacket looks cooler than some of them other characters, like
Yeah,
shirts and stuff.
good old Russell.
I remember on that Megaton Musashi game where I ran across that dude that looked like a old Russell, like he was 40 years old or something.
Old man Russell.
And what'd she say about Katina? Oh, Leona's just straight up said it. She doesn't seem fit for the role of commander. You're saying what we're all thinking, Leona. Oh! They're all dunking on her. But Russell's actually sticking up for, I'm used to it. She's fine. No, Russell. That's the sign of somebody who's been abused.
Yeah.
You know, when
You're
they
a
say they
victim.
still love him. Oh
He's a
no,
victim.
he's got the victim mindset right now.
What's the, he's got Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
Isn't that what it was called?
That's when you're like
Well-
kidnapped and you like start like
Yeah.
Yeah, you fall in love with your kidnapper because as
That's
you spend
right.
time with them, you start to. It doesn't have to be specifically falling in love.
but
It
no,
could
but
be-
it's like just yeah.
Have some
You-
connection or
You
whatever.
have a connection, which means that you try to be like, oh, they're not such a bad person. They're like, even though they kidnapped me and all that. There's an
person-
entire movie based. It's an entire movie based on that. It's an old movie. It's one from the 80s. Technically, it's a comedy movie. It's a comedy movie technically.
Look at
was
see
about to say.
Katina. I'm launching. Oh my god! Just somebody just. You know what? Do another Yujiro did what? So I could say what I want Katina to happen with Yujiro.
There you go.
So, see they should do with Katina. They should trank her and throw a tiny net, just like the way they defeated Yujiro that one time, where Yujiro actually got beaten by tranks and a tiny net, because it's a net and it's tiny.
Nah, good. You actually caught. You actually. I will not be stopped by tiny. If only I could reverse the footage and I'm free.
But yeah, Katina, man, like just
I love that movie.
they need to just set up snipers with trank darts around her and nets.
I got a big question.
If they don't want to just straight up discharge her with it, I would do.
How powerful was those sedatives to knock Jujiro out?
According to Tokugawa, they were enough to take out a blue whale.
Damn.
That kind, yeah, which is, a blue whale is the largest creature on
Mammal.
Earth.
Yeah.
What is it, like What are blue whales? They're like
Massive.
thousands of, they're tons, and they're like what, 20 feet long and
Massive.
bigger. Yeah. Anyways, that's how much Yujiro, and that didn't even keep them out for long. That just kept them enough for like maybe a half hour. I don't remember. Just long enough to put them in this like area that's all locked up.
Yeah,
So,
it
okay,
said
what's the
that
objective?
blue whales reach confirmed maximum length of 29.9 meters and weighing
Dang.
up to 199 metric tons.
Golly.
So best can be anywhere from 290,000 pounds to 330,000 pounds, and their lifespan is 80 to 90 years.
Wow. So that's how much it took to take out Yujiro.
Yeah.
And even and that's what they need to do with Katina now. Although with her, like, it just, that was enough tricks to knock out a blue whale. Like, you killed her. She's not Yujiro. Oh right.
Yeah. The length 75 to 79 feet. So yeah.
That's crazy. I'm hoping he has Psy-Flash. Oh, what? The black Tri-Stars, right?
Nash and Ortega.
Yeah, that's what they look like. They got a fourth one there though, but
There's the Velcio. I don't know.
who did he take me for? Sanger? Oh, keep Sanger's name out of your mouth, and then slap him, and then
Nah, he just comes out and don't use my name in vain and just cuts him in half.
she's I like Luna. She's under, even I don't think about her that much, even though she's great. That's kind of weird. Me. It's kind of weird how this game has so many waifus and stuff that even a great one like Luna you forget about. You're like, oh yeah.
Did y'all see that new game on PlayStation 4 store called Waifu Impact?
Yeah. I saw it. Like, it's actually been there for quite a while, but I saw it and I was like, it is exactly what I think it is. And I look at it, it is exactly what I think it was.
What is it?
And then I went down with and then I went down with my day.
What is it exactly? I don't even know. I seen it, but what kind of game? I didn't actually look at the game.
It's like a shooter, kind of like Fortnite. You just run around and shoot. So I don't like boxes. It's probably more enjoyable than that Popeye game.
Okay, so the PC version is, let's say, adults only.
Oh, hey, okay.
Huh.
Yeah, on Steam store, like, there is a nudity mode in it. They just like, yeah, you here for the tits, you get
Final
everything.
Kamehameha.
Oh.
Final Kamehameha, literally. That's how it looks, right?
Yeah.
with the two colors and all that. Because I don't know how that dude didn't die.
She held back, you know. She did it on purpose.
Oh, just like in the Ocean Dub, remember?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I see the parachutes.
I noticed that like the G.I. Joe cartoon, when I bought that box set, I was watching some of them,
Dang,
and like every airplane that gets blown up, you always see like the dude in a parachute flying out of it. I was like, like, covering.
There was actually, if I'm remembering correctly, there was something they had to do.
Yeah.
It was actually like a requirement. Like, no, you can't. You need to have them like parachute down.
Like, you can't even imply that they might have possibly died. Because you have to put those parachutes in there. Like a special beam Kamehameha wave cannon.
Yeah. That's basically how the final Kamehameha looked. It was like a special beam cannon Kamehameha. Makanko Sapo! Don't. If you get hit by this, okay, I'm about to say. The fact that she's already half health because one dude entered Manhunt.
If I remember correctly, Valsiona has shit defense. I think, if I remember correctly, based from my own experience on Moon Dwellers, is that she's a glass cannon.
Ah.
High
It's
damage,
hard, but
but
also...
shit damage, shit defense. Like,
well, she's weakening all these guys. Now if Sidebuster can do a side flash, that'd be great.
flash.
It's funny. So Lune likes Misaki, but Ryusei likes the Valsione itself.
Alright.
Ryusei's like, I want that. I've seen, well, I have fan art of the Valsione. I think there's more fan art of the Valsione than Lune, actually.
I was like, did you explain the reason why Valsiona looks the way it does, or does that even actually explain why it has a face?
I think they do, but oh, Tree Fitty.
Oh,
Purple Monkey Dishwasher. So we'll say that we'll show Skinner also about that Purple Monkey Dishwasher remark. In Salvin, you only have cash for the next few customers. What? Well, I don't have your money. It's at Steve's house and Fred's house. And what do you do with my money, Fred? And then they start fighting. If you... Dang damn it, girl, you gonna die.
Oh.
But just... If you blow up now, I'm gonna be mad. Don't blow up. Alright, now hopefully Sidebuster can just...
okay, so I found something interesting. Here we go. According to Lune, she disliked the Valsion's design, so BN created a Valsiona from scratch, using his daughter's appearance as the basis of the machine.
Huh.
So that's the reason. She didn't like the original model, so he was just like, all right, then I'm making you.
Oh, okay. It was her.
Yeah. And then later on we
Now
get
you got
Valsiona R, which that's what I remember
Thing
more.
has trust. Please side flash. Oh man.
Did they ever put like that Razapon in any of these games?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did. They must have.
Yeah, probably in the main lines.
I was telling somebody about that show the
Because,
other day.
I mean, but at the same time, there's still a mecha anime that they haven't used.
Yeah.
But I want to say they did. That was one of the more popular ones. I wanted to get that Blu-ray, but I was like, why y'all charging like over $100 for this?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm like, I like Razafon, but only only for $60 and less. All right, Russell, show them what you can do, which is for some reason being abused.
A victim.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't kill. He did hit, but he didn't kill. And he got hit, of course. Sell. God, the fact that this game's like, yeah, no, Katina, right? No, stop. She's
Who?
this game, man. Like this whole level, Katina, right? She's the one. Yeah. No. Please stop. Does she not have a? I like her music though.
I remember one of the Super Robot Wars games. I downloaded the demo off the Japanese store and it had a Cowboy Bebop in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it does.
T.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, it's T.
It had the Cowboy Bebop music in it too.
And that's why I was like, I don't know about Razufan because like, Bebop's been around since '98, and yet it only now just got into it.
Just now.
Sometimes, I mean, I'm gonna say the main reason is because like they probably didn't know how to add
Right, because they're not
the sci-fi
quite,
cowboy like into, and there's not like much mechs in that series in the Cowboy Bebop.
It's like
But
spaceship.
But with T, they made Gun XOR to be one of its integral plots to the main story, which then translated easier into like, all right, but then we can have bounty hunters, and then we can add the Bebop crew.
She said you suck.
Boo, you suck. You suck, McBain.
Yeah, Nepu. Shippu.
Cybuster.
Shippo.
Yeah. So that's an elemental lord, huh? Yeah.
We could take him.
Did you know that there's Super Robot Wars Z, I think? Where one of the bad guys is, instead of Masaki, it's Asakim.
Yeah,
and it's just Masaki evil, like an alternate Masaki that turned evil.
It's basically an alternate universe where like, but also his voice acting gets to really go out there, you know. But like, I don't have to be the good guy anymore. I can be evil and have all these lines.
If I could use a map attack, that would be so great. Whoa, what was that? Is that GSM Buzz? Oh, by the way, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel updated.
Oh yeah, I saw that last night.
And they changed a lot of the UI, which actually helps. They made it easier to see when you activate effects. And some of the effects actually got better animations. Why did that hurt her so much? I know you said deep, but golly. This near dead dude hurt her harder than like all these other guys.
I guess am I gonna start dodging now?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. That guy has no health, but she's gonna have to start dodging because, like, friggin'. Don't you die on me, girl. They all want to kill her. Because 30%, even though that's low, this game treats for the enemy.
Yeah.
Low means high, and for you, high means low. You betrayed us. You betrayed the DC. Come on, come on. Who's next? You two? Wait. Of course. Of course he actually hits.
Did you die?
No.
Yeah.
Why did that hit? Oh my god, you stupid.
Game over.
All of a sudden, I turn off the ability to the animation just to not see. All of a sudden, they get hits anyways. I feel like flipping this table over, like like that's stupid. Where are you, Falcione? You heard of armor and HP? Have you? I don't know which one's the one to get, armor or HP.
Um, I don't know. I guess pumping in some armor, but like you see how low armor she has compared to like so many others.
Oh my god! And then the fact that be like, we can't get the skill point now. I'm like,
yeah, it's gonna. I don't think
I
you have
look-
it. I don't think you. Yeah, you have 9 skill points, and you need like 30 at this. You need 30.
oh, never mind.
I mean, that we finish this game is still gonna take a while. So
Oh, it still makes you see all this skipping. Just fast
Yeah.
forward.
yeah, it's fast forwarding.
Blimey.
Oh, cool, blimey.
Act like my kind desert.
Probably it's Lord Doom isn't here. His homeboy. Sanger.
Yeah.
Screw that, then, you know what I'm gonna do? Screw that. Just gonna move them slightly and just together.
Yeah, let them come
They can
to
stay
you.
together. At least friggin' yeah, let them come to me. This is how I did it before. I don't know why I didn't do it last time. I didn't think she all of a sudden tell her to evade and she didn't evade. Oh, you know, I'm gonna not evade. Why?
Or maybe she evaded into the gun.
I don't know. All of a sudden she was evading just fine. All of a sudden I turn off the animation. They hit.
Maybe that's like the game saying, no, you ain't gonna speed up this process.
Right? How dare you speed this up? You just better watch those animations.
When I was playing that Langrisser collection, it was
That
kind
looks
of
like game I need to play. I have the game. I also play that.
it's fun.
Yeah, I
I
like those types of games. It's just that I died on the fucking first non-prologue map, and I was just like,
Now they're
well,
using.
I did that. That happened to me too, because I was like, I don't
well.
understand. But it's just one of them things. Like you got to take like some stuff into consideration, the whole magic and physical attack, and then there's what I believe terrain.
Yeah. It's a text game, so it's that's not like, common. It's not like uncommon for me to understand. It was just that I died so fast. I was just like, what the? I really did it.
That dude is.
What they'll do on Langrisser is they'll surround you to where you can't move, and they'll just stand around there and just shank you. Just I wonder if they're gonna ever re-release like 3 or 4 or 5. You know they got to be making money from that mobile one. Is it still ongoing?
Yeah, that mobile game. Yes.
Yeah.
I just only deleted it because friggin' the dailies were basically
A grind.
super grind, like to the point where I'm like, y'all know it's a mobile game, right? Like I appreciate wanting to make it substantive for a mobile game, but at the same time, it's still like I ain't got all day to. I'm at a doctor's appointment. I gotta go. Like, you know what I mean?
They had to port the mobile game to like consoles, because kind of like what they do with that Bleach one.
Like I get, yeah, they should have done that at least, yeah. But because it was hard.
Yeah,
like they would ask you to do these like all these like what do you call them? Like challenge things just to get your dailies done.
Yeah, like that's what I'm doing right now for like. Okay, I'm just logging in and doing my dailies, and
That's what I do. Thankfully for my dailies in that game, it's just
everything else so automated. I just go in. I have
yeah,
also
I just sweep everything. Like okay,
I make sure to like when you need to do the
and I'm
three.
still one of the top contributors in my guild.
I just log in. I do all the things. I set up for tomorrow, and unless I need to do super strings when the time is up, because so I can still get those free gems. I do them like the last day before ranking sets in.
I never do those.
I do
Oh,
it.
you
Just
should. No, you're right.
It's free. It's free gems, and if I can stay up in the I can't remember what now it's called, but like it's the second highest here. I'm getting I would get like it's a pool a week I get. So 10 weeks in, I have four full 10 pools. And of course, I have other things, so I also get more from.
I think the only game like that I play is like that Bleach, Blade Souls.
And then Bleach mobile game.
Yeah, I just played on my PlayStation 4. It's pretty fun. I just go in there and get them little free characters they give you like every day, and then just I keep one version of each one, and then just level them up. I got like a few.
My secret in mobile games is I log in. I just have giant login streaks and then finally play.
That Bleach game's pretty fun to play. Like if I don't feel like playing any other game that involves like sitting there thinking and stuff, I'll just play that Bleach game because you just basically just run around, push like X, circle, and just do those little attacks.
That's why I like Honkai, and to an extent Genshin is like. I feel like I
deleted Genshin. I like it though. I just.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't played this. I haven't played it since. I have not played
if
it.
If I get an external hard drive, I'll be down.
For me, it's just that I have not played it.
Oh my god, girls!
Since it's come, I played it for 2 weeks
that's
when it came out.
Also, the guy not only hits but gets like crazy damage.
Yeah. Wow, that sucks.
12% chance.
Yeah.
Well, at least you killed him.
Because I played for 2 weeks and then I stopped because like I just didn't really bother with it because like the problem is, and I've said it to other people, is that the game is open world and open world does not work in a gacha environment.
Yeah.
And that's my problem with it.
I think
also to do your dailies, to get like any form of like being able to roll, the payment is abysmal.
Like you have to do like a whole lot.
You have to do like a ton of dailies to get like 10, and a day and just do one pool. I think it's like 200. I might be wrong. I'm not 100% sure.
1200.
It was 1200, yeah. And then it's 120 for like a daily, or for a single pool. So it will take you 12 days to just do one pool.
Yep.
Oh,
and
Honkai is kind of like that too.
Yeah, but at least there are always multiple ways to keep getting more. So like I'm getting more per week
now
anyway.
She's getting her will up, I think, because I know she's like Oko-ing these guys now.
At least what Honkai doesn't do compared to Genshin is that you pay money to get one currency, then you change that currency into pool.
Yep.
Into
You gotta do
currency.
Genesis crystals into Prima gems. I'm like, what?
And the exchange rate is fucked. Anyway, because like with that, you don't know how much money you're spending on pools because the exchange rate doesn't properly
about these fools.
doesn't properly translate.
Oh yeah, she leveled up.
So
They don't translate.
yeah, so that's also one of the things that I
Well,
kind of
ain't
got
playing
me
the game.
to stop playing.
I would like to get an external hard drive, and but they're expensive. Even like if you want the
Yeah,
SSD kind
which you
for
need for
PS5,
PS5
yeah,
because otherwise it's
like I can get another external that I'm using for my laptop for my PS4, no problem. Put the PS4 games on there, sure.
Yeah.
But PS5, that's a whole other thing. Like, cause it's got to be an. Well, it doesn't have to be an SSD, but if you want the right loading time,
yeah.
because you're gonna be like, why is this loading so much slower? Like,
I, then there's a second reason. I also have like kind of like a not hatred, but like more of a disappointment towards Genshin is that Genshin gets a lot of sauce.
I know, and there's so many
Honkai
people that
gets nothing.
more people know about Genshin for some. I remember I was told people like Toma, she plays Genshin. She didn't know what Honkai was. I was like, what? I was like, oh, that's
Not
the average.
surprising. It's not surprising. I mean, it's a mobile game, and
I had that happen before. There was somebody, I was watching somebody on Twitch playing Genshin Impact, and I told them about Honkai, and they told me that they thought I was lying. And I was like, oh, okay. And I just left. I was like, what? All right.
that's not surprising. There's so many people who's. We joked about this and talked about this before. Remember, Jats was not invented until Persona 5.
Oh, yep.
Any RPG that takes place in Akihabara, it's just a Persona ripoff now. So, World Ends With You, what's that? Akiba Strip is also just no. Even though they came out before Persona 5, they're ripping it. They're ripping Persona 5
Oh, hey, by the
off.
way, LPH, if you're not in a guild, he said the only free game he plays is KO All Star.
Oh, yeah.
If you need a guild, I have one. It's called I became the leader because the guy who actually created it keeps not what's the word, logging in, and it keeps making me the leader, and then he keeps getting mad at me like I'm the one taking over his guild. I'm like, it automatically defaults to me because I'm the one logging in and donating to the guild. It goes by who donates the most after the leader, if the leader isn't around.
You know what you should do the moment you get the leader? Just kick him off the fucking.
I am leader. I should, and then it'd probably say this guy's a jerk, even though I'm like, you're the one who doesn't log in, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, just do one of those like articles. Like I've been getting appointed leader multiple times, and he does not come back, and like he keeps leaving so many times. So I'm gonna kick him, and if you're not okay with that, well, you can also leave.
Right? That's 100%, 100%. All right, cool.
So like, I don't know. It's one of those things.
Oh, he made it. It's just his initials LPH. Oh. Because I'm like, bro, like he's like, yo, make me leader. I'm the leader. I'm like, well, it keeps defaulting to me.
Yeah, no.
Holy crap! I just realized I want the R units together. Duh.
Yeah, you want to do the cool one.
Right.
Everywhere you go,
Go, go, go,
go, go.
Golly, Russell. We said take a deep breath. Deep breath. I don't know what you're doing. I was just saying Persona 3 when you did it.
Baby, 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 yeah.
It's kind of funny how a lot of people, when I started, were like, Persona 3, man, yeah, Persona 3. And Persona 4 came out. And I'm like, oh man, all you Persona 3 fans, right?
Nah, it's Persona 4 now. It's Persona 4,
Yeah,
man.
exactly. Like, oh, like I never heard of Persona 3, I just know 4. And now it's 5, with Persona 4 being super popular. I was like, okay, yeah, all these Persona 4. I never heard of 4. Like, how? I thought 4 and 3 were like super popular. Then there's people coming in 5 that like No, like each game progressively gets more popular than the last. And, like
I
to the
mean,
point where I'm like, how did they never even know about like? Because I thought 3 and 4 were extremely popular.
especially 4 got
Apparently, 5 overshadowed
have
them,
got
or it's like.
because I mean 4 got like a big part of their characters got in the Persona Arena Fighter. They
Right? And yet there's
gold.
people who were
They
like,
got
I never
re-released
played
on
4. I
the
don't know
Vita
5.
with the gold version. That one got recently re-released on PC.
Plus, you got to think that part 3 and 4 are probably harder to find now. Like unless you get them on the PlayStation 3 store.
Yeah, so like it's just. I mean, it's not. It's
LPA
not.
says 5 got that Smash hype. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it was already popular way before the hype, but like, yeah, but the Smash one, like, it got it even higher because more people got exposed by it.
Look at her. She's doing a friggin' she's doing a Pegasus. You saw that in the pose she was doing? It was like she was doing like a.
Pegasus Meteor Punch.
Yeah.
Pegasus Meteor Psyche.
It doesn't help that like five even got extended by like Dancing with the Dancing All Night or Dancing with the Star, whatever the fuck that one is called. And it's got a sequel in the Dynasty Warrior style, like or
Dang, she did a lot of damage there. Perfect.
now combined it with the Side Crash and
Yes, if I could do Psy Flash, that'd be great, but I don't think I can. Which smells. I can do a Discata.
Cosmonova.
There we go. Discata.
I'm curious. I'm gonna Google something cursed.
Oh boy. Good thing it's your internet history.
Nah, I don't care. Like I don't live in the U.S. I don't have an FBI agent who looks at my stuff.
Oh, you don't have like a. What? I was trying to think. What's the stereotype? Thinking of stereotypes.
Yeah.
Was it the meatball agent? Even though you're like, how do meatballs get associated? Like, I don't know. But meatballs got associated with you guys, huh? Oh, LPA says if Persona 6 happens, it could be a Kingdom Hearts ripoff.
Kingdom Hearts. Weren't people clowning on that new Kingdom Hearts?
All it was a teaser, right?
Yeah.
Or like.
Really, I saw a lot of people being hyped for it because it's a new one. So, I've seen more people who's like all of a sudden saying Kingdom Hearts 3 is the high tier garbage, and it's the biggest disappointment in the entire franchise. And it's like, man, 3 years ago you guys were fucking jerking yourself all over it, saying like it was the second coming of Christ. I was already like half skeptical, especially towards the ending when they goddamn redeemed the fucking the main villain.
I think I only played like one of the first two because my sister has all of them. But back in the day, she was playing one of them and she needed help getting past one of the parts. And I tried it, and that's about all I've ever played of it.
I wanted to play the first one, never got to, and then stopped caring.
Yeah. I was like, I don't care about Mickey Mouse.
Ricky Rouse and Donald Muck.
I was expecting more cursed takes.
That's a line. I was expecting more cursed.
We were talking Persona 5, and I'm looking for people who has like the worst fucking takes for Persona, like
Oh,
where
yeah.
games ripped off Persona 5. But apparently, I'm not finding much that I thought. So I am surprised that the, like all I keep seeing is troll bait, and like I know when it's bait. Like this one, Jojo ripped off Persona 5. P5 invented dialogue. It invented wearing glasses. It invented everything.
Yeah,
I literally can't
wearing
go to
glasses.
school without thinking about Persona 5. You know Persona 5 invented the Persona 4 and Persona 3?
Oh yeah.
I love everything.
LP
I love
mentioned how Kingdom Hearts. He says it's like how everyone gets hype with Marvel DC movies, and then years later say they're overrated.
Yeah. Give it a couple of years, people are gonna say fucking Endgame was overhyped and overrated.
Yep, people. Yep.
I love comparing every game to Persona 5, the greatest game of all time. No original idea exists because they were all taken by Persona 5, and I'm the most unoriginal of them all. Game of the year every year, baby. I don't know if this is if this subreddit is just it's the okay buddy Persona, but
there is. Oh, well, you been there?
yeah, you showed me.
Yeah. Okay, buddy.
but-
Persona's great.
But I'm guessing Persona is the legit one.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So people have just been having doing shit takes because but like I still wanna find some fun shit to laugh about, but I can't find anything.
I'll just keep it there.
It's just people making obvious troll.
Oh, here we go. Oh boy. Lord, dude, this should summon you.
Over there, dude, where are you? Oh, dude, where are you? Come on.
That guy.
Maybe if I go on Twitter, maybe that would give me the actual. Because we know Twitter has the best places for hot.
Yeah.
I like Killscape. Oh, cutscene! Oh, here we go. Killscape's like, Sengar! What happens if you get two hot-blooded cool guys, man?
Somebody's got to go.
Yeah.
They should have had that soundbite from Cowboy Bebop that we were talking about the other day, where that guy said, "Keep those eyes open."
Keep those eyes open.
It's just people like making bait takes. This is not what I expected.
Well,
oh well. I was hoping to find some fun
it's
things
Twitter
to
that
read
you gotta
about.
go to for those bad things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I can't. No, I started going to Twitter, but I just kept saying joke takes, like it was not.
Oh, for real? Huh.
Yeah.
Probably because all the people, the real jerks who.
They've gone back
Oh wait,
into
he
their
has a
cage.
chance to dodge now. Yep.
Maybe.
Let's go, Sakai Center. Endless Frontier is a game I beat the crap out of. I should play it. I should stream that one day. At least she doesn't take a lot of damage. It is your fault, Kasuha.
Damn it, there's again, someone...
Faster than it looks. It's pretty. It should look pretty. It's a jet.
Yeah.
I thought jets were fast. I don't know what she'll do, but we'll see.
Again, I can't tell if this is actually someone's being serious. They did this last fight, like someone on Steam's discussion on Shinigami Tensei 3 Nocturne HD remaster. So someone went with the quote with, "Why is this game ripping off Persona / serious?" I was like, "Oh, is he serious? Like, was this like a?"
I hope not, but
Yeah, he's trying to get somebody to react to it or something.
First off, let me just say the trolls come in that yes, I only play Persona 5, but that doesn't matter because this game looks like Persona. It even has a lot of Personas in it. I don't know if it's a cross promotion or if it's just a blatant ripoff, but it just feels scummy either way. And I just like, I don't know, is this for real? Am I? No. Oh. Well.
oh boy, you want me to tell a story?
Yeah. I need something. We need to pick up. We got a big fight
All
right
right,
now.
so that's what they're for. God, did I ever tell you the story of just a couple days ago when I was out for my job interview, where everybody and their mama is begging me for money,
Oh yeah.
and I'm like, the reason I'm telling this story is because I'm like, what about my face says either I have money or that I'm just a gullible, naive guy? I guess because I'm happy-go-lucky looking or something like that. It's just like, yeah, no, he's got cash, and like the fact that the people would like get out of my way, like, oh dang, she's after me. Get out of the get in my way, like if they somebody like they see me, I'm like a big guy, and like it's like a small person. Like this happened in Britain too. I'm like, bruh, what you doing? LP says something perfect. Anybody who was born post 2005 makes me feel more dumb by the minute. But yeah, no, like I don't get it, dude. I'm like, in New Britain, that dude actually got in Connecticut. He like got in my way. Like I try to walk away, like get in my face. I'm like, bro, you're like 5'2", like and homeless with no malnourished.
Yeah.
What you gonna do against me? Nothing. Why you coming at me like you can do something? And I think I had a knife on me too at the time, so I'm like, bro, like you really dumb. I think that's just it. They don't know that. They're like, oh, you know, he's happy-go-lucky. Like, no, I have borderline.
You should have confronted him.
I should have. I know. That's the other thing. I'm like, exactly, LPH. That's what I always tell them because it's true. I don't either. I don't carry cash. I only ever carry cash to take the bus. Whenever they ask for money, I tell the truth. I'm just like, this is my bus fare. That's all I carry.
Yeah.
I haven't had actual money on me in years because I just don't like carrying money because like if I lost my wallet, that's a lot of money going on there. Like
that's what I'm saying. Now, that's I don't know. I don't know if the beggars know that around here. Like people don't carry cash much.
Yeah.
Give it a couple of years and then something that start upgrading to like one of these card swipes. Like just swipe the card.
Yeah, they'll have like a little
Some
scanner
people
thing.
have RF scanners, which
Yeah.
but there's special wallets that block that. Which I'll. If that's
Yeah,
the
no,
case,
but I'm talking about like I have no
Oh
cash,
yeah,
only
yeah.
a card, cards, and then
yeah,
they just bring
We
up one
take
of those
those
like
too.
you take those too.
Yeah.
those little add-ons you
Wait.
can do to your phone so you can swipe your
Yeah.
card.
Wait, you poor. So like, how can you get the money? Where do you get the money from?
Oh, that's another thing. That's another reason why I got triggered by it.
Mhm.
I'm poorer than them. Most of the beggars around here come from Northampton, which is a richer area, and they wear nicer clothes than I do, and all that. And yet they're asking me for money. Yesterday, I mean Monday when I was there, I literally said I should be asking you for a quarter.
Yeah. This should be the other way around. But I know nowadays it's hard to tell who's really homeless or who's just
Exactly.
scamming people.
That's the reason
'Cause-
why I don't give them money. I'm
Yeah.
like, look, I don't like. There are really people need help, and I would love I don't mind, but like, how do I know you're not a scammer from Northampton?
Because they caught some scammers in front of my work doing that, where they
God,
were
Cypress.
sitting out there asking for money and stuff, and then like a few hours later they saw him getting like a SUV that was on heist looking and stuff, and I guess went home with all the free money that people were giving them. But yeah,
Like, who is you talking to? This happened in Boston too. Although in Boston, they were a little smarter in Boston. I've only had it happen to me once in Boston, and it was some dude who was just like saw me get off the bus and immediately started shaking his cup of money in my face. I was like, what the? One of these days, I just wish there was like a thing for like borderline or something like on your shirt that just says like, "Don't ask me for anything. I'm an actual
yeah,
psychiatrist."
it's avoid me.
Like, avoid me. I may look crazy, but I actually have a mental illness that makes me attack people.
Like, I mean, I upgraded my wallet to one of those that just says I only carry cards. I'll upgrade to one of those like that only holds cards.
Make sure it's one of those ones that's anti.
Yeah, it has.
That happened to what's his face, Tack something. You remember him? He worked for Konami.
Takahana?
Well, they just like
he was in California for E3 or something, and they actually scanned his wallet while he was like at a gas station.
Huh.
His rental car.
Yeah, no.
And like they like jacked his money because they able to scan his wallet. He was like, what?
Yeah, no. It's one of those RF blockers or RFDs, NFTs. I don't know.
Well, I'm saying, but that happened to him. Like,
yeah, but they told me that when I purchased it, they said like it's also like it blocks like any outgoing like any trying to scan your cards. Like, yeah, okay, that's good.
oh, he has flash, so he automatically will dodge. Oh, and that guy's a zero. Oh yeah, because he automatically dodge.
Flash Gordon.
So yeah, no. So I walk around with like I'm using 5 cards, which is my pay card, my bus card, ID, and 2 store cards. That's all I have. I don't need anything else.
I'll take out cash at the place. If I really want to just pay, like, just because sometimes my card doesn't want to get read, but I'll do it at the place where it has an ATM or something. I don't carry cash with me when I walk around here. Like, oh, screw that. I gotta see this spiral attack, but she has low things, so I need bullseye. Oh, maybe I should transform her, right? Maxi Blaster. Oh, it's an all attack. Perfect. Should get both of them. Come on, Kusuha.
When do you get your upgrade?
Yeah, part 2.
Yeah.
That's cool though, that animation.
Maxi Blaster.
Bresto Fire, basically. The Grungusts are basically Mazingers. I mean, they have the rocket punch and best fire and everything. Like,
I'm be glad when they add Mazinger and get a Robo to that make it to a Musashi game.
I hope that comes out over here. Probably not, but
Yeah, you'd probably have to get it off the Japanese store.
okay, I got Psy-Flash. Perfect.
I've been enjoying it though. It's pretty fun. Like customizing them robots however you want.
Psy-Flash. I like how this mission's going a lot better now. I just wish I didn't have to die the first time. Look at this. Psy. Woo!
Yeah.
All of y'all getting it. Ah. Oh, Mr. Well, he still took out a good chunk of them. That's not.
Killed a couple of them.
So that's. I can't say that's a bad thing, even though those two dodged. That's not bad.
I'd be like, how'd they dodge?
Right? How did they? It's a.
How do you dodge
it's a-
lightning meteors?
Exactly. They're not even that great pilots. So like, I like how the game just like they have a chance to dodge. Like, but story wise, they should.
They should have died.
They
Yeah.
should. Like,
There ain't no logic in this.
he's a freaking super. Like, no. Like, yeah. Like, get out of here. All right, Russell. Jet Magnum, a fool. I don't know. Oh God, is that Sanger he's fighting?
Oh.
Oh no, that's his music. Russell kind of has sound. His music kind of sound like Sanger. I was like, oh snap. Am I fighting?
Maybe,
Maybe that's just it. Russell really is the.
Sanger is just an alternate timeline Russell. Like
Yeah,
yes, the whole
like-
time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sanger is what Russell had been if he actually had some balls and decided
Exactly,
to,
and not
kick
be
out
an
Castina.
abuse. Exactly, and not be an abuse victim.
Or I have another equally crackpot theory. Sanger is Russell from the future to when he eventually did it, and now he's trying to do it so he can become stronger earlier. So he has,
Yeah.
Yes,
Sooner.
yes.
so he has. That's why Sanger is like. But when he tried, he got stuck in that DS game. He tried to go back in time, honestly, but he got stuck in the DS game. So there you have it. Russell is just either an alternate timeline or Sanger is a future Russell.
I need the R units together. I'm gonna put the R units together, baby. I don't know if they can combine yet, but
It should at this point. That's kind of like.
Combine like Devastator.
yeah, basically.
Yeah, they get super strong and all that. They get some crazy moves. I love it.
Oh, I'm about to say 6
Yeah,
HP left. I was like, oh no, you better die. Okay, phew. Oh man. Oh, that's the wild raptor or whatever. She don't even really need focus. She's that good, but I just put it on anyways.
It's good. It usually has a low cost. I use so.
LPS said, "Man, this timeline is messed up."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Sanger says.
What?
He's here to rectify it. Turns out that in the later in the franchise that we haven't got there, Castina becomes the ultimate evil.
Just the R gun. Huck fine. Oh, it's a bullet. Don't worry. You only have 20. Yeah, man, I'm getting pretty sick of this. Like, haha, this guy looks like a gullible guy or a friendly guy. Me, I'm like, haha, actually, I'm borderline. Like, so, like, right. It's funny.
Yeah, no. Since I don't know anything, I love to laugh and stuff like that. I know, man.
Friggin' this town. What's funny is the job that I'm going for is to help people like that who are actually in help. That's why I'm also glad to go to a job like, but you work for this. Yeah, exactly. So I already know who the actual homeless are, and you're not one of them. I already know who's who. So, right?
Yeah. It reminds me of like what was that? It was like, I don't remember the series, but it was like he was actually rich, but like he pretends he's poor, so because he wants more money. It's like,
Yeah.
I want to say it's DuckTales thing, because like you could see that you know see Scrooge doing that shit. I want more money, so I'm gonna pretend being poor to get just like an extra nickel or something.
There
like
was
that.
a beggar that me and I used to call the Young Gunner. Paid under 6L for that story.
Sure, I gotta.
Yeah, you got.
Yeah.
I don't even think I get money from that, but I don't know. At least it's,
LPA
No,
said-
it's a way to engage audience, basically.
Yeah.
So.
LPA said, what were you saying? You reading it?
Oh, too bad he can't say anything about the new Marvel movie, that Doctor Strange.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's good or bad. I mean, you can say that at least.
Yeah, I've only heard good stuff about it.
Me too, but I haven't seen it though.
Anyway, I paid
So the Young Gunner. There was this guy named the Young Gunner who would always be begging right near where I lived when I was on the bus. And I'd be like, "Yo, man, we called him Young Gunner because he looked like, from what I was told from one of my friends, like he looked like that dude in that music video, looking to the eyes of the Young Gunner." And so like we would call him that. This dude was always begging around here, and like he was wearing the nicest clothes, better than any of us, designer, fashion, brand name clothes, and he was asking people for money, and we're like, bruh, like come on. And I remember one day, there was one time that he looked like he was walking to us where we were talking about. We got scared because we thought he had like a shotgun under his coat or something.
Oh,
like,
really?
God! And he was walking like real hard, like if he was ready to do something. We're like, oh god!
He wanted to see about you guys.
Yeah,
Walking
we were
with
like,
a-
oh no.
He was walking with a purpose.
Yeah, and then it turns out he was just walking across the street. We're
By the way,
like,
don't
oh.
forget to heal up Russell.
Yeah,
He's getting
well,
covered.
yeah. I mean, it's the enemy's turn though. So.
I know. I'm just like you. Just make sure so he doesn't keep covering, because like he got like, I'll cover for you. I have barely any HP, so
Aya's pretty cool.
yeah. Where's Zanger?
He's
Is he
somewhere
waiting?
out there. Yeah, he's just like.
Something out there waiting.
Huke bang. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to say it, but oh, they're saying it. Alright, so let's Russell over here. Lord. Well, alright, why don't they combine?
I think you're supposed to highlight at least the R1. And there's what maybe join, and then I don't, or maybe they haven't.
I don't know.
Maybe join one on the other end. No, that's
I didn't know she also had trust.
Is anybody able to join anybody, or do they have to? Is it only certain people?
No. But we're talking about a transformation joining here, because like when R1, 2, and 3 are together, they should be an extra command should be there where they're supposed to join, but apparently because he should be able to just move next to R2 and get the join command. but for some reason he isn't. So I'm confused about it. But maybe they don't combine until 2.
They combine here, but I'm thinking might be like the last level type deal or something like that.
Oh yeah, like later on.
Because I mean, this
I
is
remember
like
the whole route is like
yeah,
not
because
combining till later.
because like they are he is the main character technically, canon wise.
Ryu saying, yeah.
And it's about his story on becoming like an actual becoming a hero.
As it should be. Where's Gigan Scudo? Oh, there he is. Good. I want him in front lines. Front line infantry. Absolutely front line infantry. Costco has the same music as Russell. Okay, that's funny.
I mean, Tetsuko is bro too, so like of course they did that same song.
You know, I'm surprised Tatsuko hit that. It said
Roar, Iron Fist, Sheet Thunder. That's a mouthful for just I'm crushing you.
Yeah.
I'm doing a Broly.
Yeah. Here's the R3. R1.
I'm gonna grab something to eat after this stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hungry. I haven't eaten in like. I actually haven't eaten in like 8 hours now. I had pizza earlier today, so I was visiting my cousin because I'm trying to make her cat get to know me because in about a month she is going away for a week and I have to cat sit. So I want the cat to
be familiar with you, yeah.
Yeah, so we went over there and bought pizza on the way. So me and mom split on my pizza. So, but I'm getting hungry now.
Pizza in a while. All I ate I didn't technically eat breakfast, a proper one. I ate cheese and crackers. I was like, whatever.
That's more I do. I don't even eat breakfast. I usually wait like 2-3 hours and then I have lunch instead.
Supposed to. I mean, like my body does not like breakfast, but every time I wake up, my mom's like, "What you gonna eat for?"
The only time.
And then I just answer her, even though technically I should be like, "I'm not hungry yet." Because
the only time I eat breakfast is when I am on vacation.
My doctor even said that, like, that breakfast important meal of the day was just made by cereal companies. But I'm like, wait, what? So yeah, if your body doesn't like to eat breakfast, my doctor had explained that to me. If your body doesn't like to eat breakfast, because your body doesn't want to eat breakfast.
I like the only time I actually eat breakfast is when I'm on vacation. I'm in a hotel and they have this, the continental breakfast. Because like that shit is free, or that's on the money, Like
yeah,
I pay for the hotel. I'm getting my money. I pay for the hotel room.
Thing that's making me not thinking of not going to Anime Boss, despite it's because of the hotel. Because if I wanted the hotel that's actually connected to the convention center,
oh, that's gonna be expensive.
It's super expensive. Yeah, I'm like, come on.
Especially since. Like, you would have to do that, like, almost like a year beforehand, something like before they knew.
Yeah, way before, yeah.
So, like,
I heard anything about that appeal from them?
Nah, we haven't yet, still.
Wait, what now?
Oh, we try to get press badges, and they
yeah.
And we're trying to appeal, like, saying, we do cover anime?
Oh, yeah, I remember that, because...
Yeah, that's all I was saying there, because...
Yeah, because we got kind of angry at that, and although we knew that you guys knew that he was gonna get angry at that.
I was like, bruh. I love the Akashic Buster, don't you?
It's a buster. Can't say no to that.
Buster rhymes.
I mean, it's Cybuster. Like a lot of its attacks.
Oh, there it is. Fucking... What do you mean saying his ultimate attack? Right?
Oh yeah. No.
Look at this. That's so cool.
Turning into a blue phoenix.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's better kill. Like, come on.
Yeah. He went through him, so he
Exactly.
should have.
I'll just say this: if all the tech were actually part of lore, Shu would win almost every fucking fight when he gets to do his black hole.
Exactly.
Like you get to the boss and he gets action dash, like you just like win because he fucking puts him in another dimension and the damage should just like rip everything.
Another dimension.
Another
No, I'm not.
You know, I have an idea about that.
Oh man, like the PlayStation 3. What's that game
I was
called?
about to say, you're gonna do a bit overkill there. Like he has 2 hit points, and I was like,
Yeah,
hey,
it was Sanctuary Battle.
there is no
Whenever he does
no
the-
kill like overkill. So like, I thought we were gonna do overkill on them. Like,
I want to use it as Sengu.
I know, I'm just.
Yeah. Wow, the way they, not only was it an eye blast, but the fact that like the way she posed, that was totally a Cyclops reference.
Yeah.
Especially for the MVC games. Optic
Oh, yeah.
blast.
Optic blast.
Good work, soldier. Oh, that's Captain America.
I think they're the same BA, so.
Stars and Stripes.
That's what I was wondering. Yeah.
They sound the same, so.
Does she have XL?
Stripes.
No, she can do this. Whee! She's almost. She might as well be the next Gigan Scudo with how good her stats are. Lafune. Because I guess somebody at the development stage was a real big fan of her. Like, they were like, I'm hoping they'll say that. They were like, that's my baby right there. I gotta make sure she stays alive.
Is that what Kathina kept constantly getting, bullied? Because, like, no one likes her, actually?
Who?
No. Exactly. Yeah, like...
You said Athena? I don't even know.
No, Kathina. Like, that's why she's being bullied, by,
Katina.
like... Katina, yeah. Because, like, she's being bullied, not just by us, but, like, she can barely dodge half the attacks that's been hitting her.
Exactly.
So she's like, we never liked her. Fuck me, that content was stupid. All because of Bandai wanted it.
Exactly.
Although at least SNK.
Get a Robo reference. Hopefully we remember that because next week we'll see. It sounds pretty good that I got this, but if not,
we'll see.
We'll see. I mean, I hope that like them saying all that's like as good as, because like it's part time. That means I still can stream. You know why you want Mercy, right? There's a
Oh yeah, because sometimes you want to make sure you don't kill them, but get them
Right.
to a certain threshold. But you need to know when to use it and make sure
Yep.
that it's gonna not kill.
Has to be a sure thing.
In some
believe.
fights and to get like secret routes or characters to join you either early or secret characters to join, you sometimes need to make sure that they reach a certain threshold, but don't kill them. And usually the threshold is very thin. So having Mercy makes sure that you hit that, you're getting under that, but not killing them.
Yeah.
The thing is that you need to know
Holy
when
crap.
to do it on.
He can see about me that far away.
Sanger. We go some dialogue.
Sanger, now shut up and fight me. Golly.
Can't really call it a fight when you're being all over the way over there, Sanger.
Exactly. Thought you were a melee guy. What are you doing, huh?
Also, I call bullshit. Not even when he joined our team, his fucking HP was 27,000.
Right?
That all don't underestimate me, Sanger.
I like Latuni and Shine when they team up in their personal mechs.
Yeah.
Fairy Lions. Fair Lions. Royal Heartbreakers.
It's also like if you played the other route, there's a part where she's in a maid dress because they like forced it on her, kind of.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, "Who's this cutie?" And it's like, "It's her, but she doesn't have glasses on."
Yeah, they were saying that earlier.
Like, if you take out the glasses, all of a sudden she's a different person. Like,
That's how it works.
hey, didn't you know glasses apparently like makes you ugly?
Apparently, here I am liking women with glasses. So
Yeah,
many women with glasses,
but we cultured, man. So
Oh, Kyosuke can't die. Okay. Everybody else can. All right.
They're all expensive.
All right. G Circle Blaster. So I'm gonna want. I ain't finna. I'm gonna pull everything. I want these things dead or close to dead. You know, like Robert. No, was it De Niro?
Yeah.
De Niro. Yeah.
I want
him dead.
Yeah.
I want his house dead.
I want his family
house
dead.
burned to the
I
ground.
want his
I want
house
to be
burned
out
to
of
the
here.
ground. What did he say? I want his house burned to the ground.
And he wants to piss out the ashes.
Golly.
That's a new
He
level.
hit that dude with a bat too. He was
Yeah,
like, "Ah."
teamwork, team, and then boom.
oh snap! Look at the time.
Yeah, it's about time. Yeah. LPH said, "How glasses are ugly." Exactly.
I don't know, but like if you like, I remember those like early. One of the things that I can think of straight is A Princess Diary. You know, like she's nerdy, glasses, but then she's beautiful and glasses are off. And all of a sudden she's more beautiful than ever. It's like, I'm sorry, what?
Yep.
It's just one of those things. Like, it's like you see commercials for glasses, and you know that the people don't wear glasses. That is in the commercial because the way, or when you watch movies, and you know that the actor never had glasses because the way they treat glasses is not how you, as a one who wears glasses, would treat, like putting. No, I'm saying in general, like on both sides.
They were treating girls with glasses ugly too. Yeah. In a lot of these movies, even though like wouldn't call any of them ugly.
They made fun of it in that Not Another Teen movie.
Yeah, I know they did. I mean,
Whoa,
that
what
one.
is that? Trump card. That sounds hype.
You need to go one more space in, man.
Oh, okay. All right. I just want to know.
Let's see what it is.
Yeah, because it said it's one space. It was one space.
Still can't do it, but Sanger.
Will. Oh, okay, you need 15 more will.
Look at that water.
Yeah, just like in the middle of nowhere, like a little
That
lake.
water looks randomly like randomly not part of the rest of the game.
Old fashioned will do the job. Now, how much damage did he do here?
Not a lot.
3, 4. It is a good. It is a good unit. So like it has a high defense. That one is a walking fucking mountains. So.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Kasuha, Murder Sanger if you can. Hey, she needs Bullseye too. Come on now. Sanger.
It's Sanger. He does dodge and everything. You know that. That's something I'm happy
Oh, it's
that.
already 6. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what Suha does and then get the plug in and hopefully remembering where I left off.
I'm not able to win this one. We're gonna try. Like, come on, have some faith in yourself.
Right, well, it is Sanger.
I know, but like,
But look
have
at
some
that,
faith. I wonder what it says.
Dang, she did mad damage. Not bad.
It had Valor, but it. Oh damn, that's not bad. Wow, that's non-critical damage. It had to be critical. That would be like a lot more.
Oh yeah.
But you did have Valor too, so like double that.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Might as well let him. Even though we're getting hit with, I'm only getting 10 damage, so it's gonna look cool, but it's not gonna do damage.
He held back.
Cool.
He held back. He gets so cool when it gets his own mech. Actually, that's because even more.
Hey, I said 10 damage.
I think it goes by 10% of what it would have been, so that would have been like around almost 6k.
Well, all right.
That or it's it's Sanger. He don't give fucks about like
Yeah.
10 or 10,000. What's the difference?
I saved it. We're gonna see whatever like cute little thing they got this time.
Yep. Continue game. No.
Shoot! It's funny that that's Dio's voice actor.
Yeah.
Dio.
Yeah. Dio.
Really? Changes the difference every time you save during play.
Huh.
What?
Wait, what?
Are you serious, Shu?
Like higher
Piece
or
of crap.
does it go up or down?
He said
No,
that
I
it
think
goes up.
I think it's lying. He just said to fuck with you. Like,
Yeah.
Oh
no,
God! About to say, Shu,
I
you
think
piece
so.
of crap. He just
I
said it.
don't-
That's a joke. He just
Oh,
said it.
okay.
Oh man, Shu, you got dang. I'm like, what? It's supposed to be the opposite. Like,
That sucks.
oh man. So after Shu's
Man.
trolling us, good
Man, what a way to
trolling,
go out.
right?
You got you there, man.
What? Oh yeah, LPA says yeah, glasses make you look right.
I guess. I don't know.
So what do you got to plug?
I don't have anything to plug. That is my plug.
All right, Star Child.
I have a Twitch channel. It's StarChild8883, and sometimes I stream on there. And also have all my links to my Twitter and YouTube and all that other stuff on there. And I think that's it.
All right, as for me, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So pay attention to my social media. In the meantime, that's Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and the Discord. Pay attention to any of those. Well, I'll make sure to announce everywhere, whatever the schedule's gonna look like because I don't know. It may be back to normal. It may be different days or later hours or whatever. We shall see. So keep an eye on Fighter Cows on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And also later tonight, I don't know if we're gonna do the Hero Club stream. Keep an eye on Hero Club for Life on Twitter to see if that's gonna still happen. Because Wheels said that he didn't really feel like streaming. But Metal said he does. So I don't know. That's it, right? Anything else? Just
No.
social media, because I don't know.
Because we don't know if we're going to be on C on Tuesday or not, so.
Yeah. Oh yeah, tomorrow Geek Fight we will be streaming, but it won't be Lord of the Rings because Metal will be not there. It'll be me and Double R playing Donkey Kong Country 3
Oh.
as a one-off. Because I agreed to it because I was like, I that's the one I played the least. So that's why I did that. All right, anything else? No.
No.
All right, well then 2 words left to say. Kanyo. Thanks for joining.